Kenny, let's talk about en Envoutante in the Juddmonte Spinster. She's played a tough schedule, to say the least. How's she coming up to this race?
Yeah, she's hooked some bears in her career. There's a few races that if she hadn't hooked the likes of She's the Devil Do and some others, or She Dares the Devil, then Lord knows what she would have accomplished. But she's been a really solid filly. Watched her close this morning at Churchill, and she's real happy right now. I'd like to find a little easier race than the Spinster. We know that Latrushka's going in there, and we've seen her tail a couple times this season already with Swiss Skydiver. But this filly deserves another shot at it, and the Grade 1 status, even being second or third in a race like that's pretty important. And what's the old saying? Don't duck one horse. So we're not gonna duck it. We're gonna get a little run at it and see what you can do.
What do you think her best distance is?
I think it's a mile and a 16th, mile and an eighth. I mean, one of the other. She's knocked on the door in those Grade 1s, and fingers crossed she gets one day. But she's a very professional filly.
Let's talk about the colt that's in the Castle Key Bourbon. Comes off a big win, Kentucky Downs, right?
Right.
Tell me about that race and what you liked most about what you saw and what you've seen since.
Well, I may very well run two horses in the Bourbon. I may run Tis the Bomb is pretty much definite, and Lucky Boss is another colt who was second in the Ellis Park Juvenile. And both of those colts are doing well. They've worked together pretty regularly all spring and summer. And Tis the Bomb coming off a big win. Lucky Boss, his race at Ellis was excellent, and he's going to try the turf for the first time, which I think he'll like. He's out of a Van Nistelrooy mare, which was a European stallion. And, between the two of them, we ought to have a formidable chance.
You have talked about how your barn does really well in the meets in the fall months. Is part of that because, especially with 2-year-olds, that's when they're getting to run longer?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of program the run further. I think that we do better, certainly at a mile plus for the young horses. And I've always believed young horses stay a little healthier if you wait on them and you teach them to go longer. But it's something that I've always enjoyed doing. And anytime you can point a young horse to a black type race, stakes races, graded stakes races, and knock those down, it's a pretty big thrill for your clients.